And who is that? The people's champ. And did he score? He sure did. Oh, he sure did. Sheriff gets knocked down, and Brock can't believe that there's no call. He's going to throw the glove there, Simonson. Uncle Bud there to shoot the pass right out to Justice. Justice all alone, one-on-one with the goalie, makes a move back out, and he scores, Simonson! Here we go. Oh, intercepted by Simonson. Simonson makes a move on his forehand. Oh, and he scores! That's a hattie for Simey right there, Simonson. Welcome back to another classic Terminators playoff matchup. I'm your host, Orion Vincent, and tonight we have game 2 of the playoffs, the Terminators versus the Grizzlies. With me, as always, classic co-host, Sean Simonson.
That's right, the 2022-23 season where the Terminators are playing their second game. And this is the right way to do it with a double knockout. The Terminators have won their first game. This is game number 2, so they're looking all right. Speaking of looking all right, there's Jordan and Donnie and Simonson and the rest of the gang.
And just like always, Sandu in between the pipes for the Grizzlies. Love when they have a consistent goalie, Simonson. We've had Jordy for the most part of the series, and I mean, it's just a respect thing for your goalie, for your teammate. I have nothing but respect for this guy. He's played a hell of a series between the Terminators. They've gone back and forth, and I'm really excited to see what happens here.
Here we go. Both teams getting the game plan under control. There's Brock. Starts it off, gives it to Slim Tug, and he fires it, wearing the Nighthawk again, which is on a point streak. Not sure if it's just goals or assists, but it's points, baby. And here we are. The Grizzlies, we're in the white. That was a growl like a Grizzly because they're controlling it right now. Back to the point. Shot, saved by Jordan.
The Bud heavy growl. I like it, Simonson, and respect it. Here's Donnie in the Grizzly zone on the right-hand side. Cut to the front as a shot. Sandu with the big save. Number 4, Gruel moves it the other way, gains the Terminator zone. Cutting in front again like the Terminators just did. Big save by Jordy. Puck all over. It's back and forth action already as we started up here. Schwarzenegger right to Ward. Back to Schwarzenegger. Loses the stick. Throw his arms out because Calvin's so dramatic, Simonson. He got an A+ in drama class, and it's really showing here on the ice.
For sure. Look at that. There you go. A beautiful save by Sandu, which happens to fling the stick out of Calvin's hands, who throws his arms up with a massive gesture. But here we are. Eagles trying to get on the Grizzlies on the forecheck, but they managed to ring the puck around. And now it's back to Uncle Bud. He starts it back for the Terminators, but now it's taken in the neutral zone by the Grizzlies. It's back and forth ping pong action,
ping pong,
if you might say. And it's the Terminators. Eagle with it, and he soars one over to Justice. He re-steps, and he gives it back to Jonesy with a clap bomb.
Ooh, and Donnie almost tucked it in there, but it's Gruel, number 4, who goes dancing in the middle like a ballerina, but a manly one, because this is a men's sport. 21, it's a man's world, Simonson. Like, oh man, I'm drawing a blank here. You know, the artist who said it, and the puck goes out, and Jordy with the huge save, covers it up, puck goes out to the far side boards. Grizzlies pick it up, no-name jersey, throws it up front. Donnie clears his own.
What I think you're trying to say, this ain't no co-ed crap there, coach.
Absolutely
Here
not,
we
Simonson. This is a
on
man's
dick.
world.
Here we go. It's 93 of the Grizzlies coming growling in, but it's Brock Cock who foils the plans, and it's Simonson who has it. He's got Brock with him. Simonson slows up, takes a shot. It doesn't make it through, but Brock is there to collect the puck, and it gets knocked off of his stick and cleared out of the zone all the way down into the Terminator zone for an icing call. Simonson with a clean face-off win. Shot there, and there's Brock. Goes and picks up the rebound.
Oh my goodness!
Beautiful Celly!
What a Celly by Brock! The Terminators open the scoring in this second game of the 22-23 playoffs. Double knockout, I might add. Brock going for the celebration, getting the respect. Let's run it back. Simonson wins the faceoff right to Peck. Then there's Brock. Oh, look, Gruel battled it. Puck bounced off Niedermeyer. Brock right there to capitalize. The awareness of Brock is like he was locked into that puck, and then he just goes and he fires a bow and arrow like he's in Lord of the Rings, just destroying orcs and whatnot.
But you know what? You got to give it to Pex there, too. Off of that face-off win by Simonson, went right back to Pex, and he got a quick shot off. Yeah. He didn't spend any time messing around with it and then bobbling or anything. He got the shot off, and it was there. Brock was hungry, and he got it, and he gobbled it up, and yum, yum.
He was very hungry, Simonson, unlike when he was younger, partying, when he
I don't know, man. All I know is the Terminators are really making this crap happen right now because they are on the board, and Jordan is looking solid so far.
Yeah, looking solid like a dump, Simonson. And there's Keith with the big block.
Well, at least the ways you want your dumps to look like.
Yeah, well, after a bendy, they're looking pretty watery, but Brock was like just a nice, sober, solid dump. And Jordy makes the save to cover it up.
Yes. Like the pad of toilet paper.
Yeah, 3-ply. Here's Gruel. Puts it out front. Nobody told him. 11 is right there. Has a shot. I don't know if Jordy made the save or it went wide. Number 3, no-name Jersey. Feeds it down low. Grizzlies still in possession. Number 4 throws it right out front. Jordy makes the save. Uncle Bud getting a little feisty with it, but he's a feisty guy, Simonson.
Here we are. The Terminators. There's Sheriff bodying off the protect the puck to get to it first, but it's now the Grizzlies who have it. 21 walks around. Sheriff out front. Jordan. So sound. He is positionally styled sound.
So much sound, you would think it's Max in net the way he turned up the volume for that save right there. And look at that huge shove by Uncle Bud, which is what you need to do, especially in playoffs. Clear the front of your net. That is definitely not a penalty. He's playing hockey, and that's what he did. He played some hockey there, Simonson.
Here we go. Nice drop pass from Jonesy back to Justice J-Rod cheat code. Get a nice little backhand sauce for Simonson. It goes chugging those legs in, but he can't get there. But it's chipped back down to Simonson. He has it. He's trying to get it, but the puck won't settle. He's got 2 Grizzlies on him, and the Grizzlies managed to clear the zone all the way down, and it looks like that is the end of the period number 1.
Well, that was a quick one. Wasn't a lot of action there, but the Terminators got one. It's 8-5 in the shots department for the Grizzlies, but the Terminators are the ones on the board here, Simonson. Speaking of the shots for the Grizzlies, there's another one. A little rough stuff. Peck's getting into it. Pope's getting into it. Looks like Gruwald's giving the "you're way shorter than me, buddy" emoji there in real life.
If they had one for that, that's what it would be.
That's what it was.
But here we go. Okay, I don't know what we're running back with Gruwald, number 21. Nice pass out to Gruwald.
Just that big
4.
save, Simonson. How can you miss that?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry I missed that. Jordan is looking very sharp tonight in between the pipes there.
Oh, man. Jonesy just caught one, and he just gave one back. Did you see that? He's clutching his head. And, yeah, there's going to be a penalty on the play. I don't know who's going to get it. Jonesy's going to get called. Hopefully it's coincidental. Let's have a look at this. See, right there. Look, Jonesy just got a fist to the face, Simonson. So obviously he's pissed. He's like, yeah, you want to fart around? And he threw his shoulder to Burring, who wasn't involved in the play. He was just in the crossfire, Simonson. So maybe that's why, like you always say, it's the retaliation when you get called. Jonesy caught a stiff one to the upper lip. He retaliated on the wrong player, and he's going to get called for that.
That's when you get caught in the crossfire when you're walking through Surrey. Anyways, try not to. Anyway, here is
just
93. Coming through, he gets stuck at the blue line. It's turned back as the Grizzlies have the power play. 84 with it. They breach the zone of the Terminators, and they're trying to set up, but the Terminators, Uncle Bud, OG, comes in, tries to stop it, but then they now finally get the puck sound, and they're able to handle it for a second, and the Terminators can't clear it, and it's a walk-in, toe drag around to one Terminator, but not around the one that matters. Jordan, but goes around the net out front, and it's stolen by Eagle, but can't clear it.
Gives it away to Pooney. Pooney has a slap shot. Puck out front. Uncle Bud on the backhand. Clear an attempt again. Pooney there to prevent that from happening. Has a shot. They score. Looks like that guy might have got deflected off a Terminator or a Grizzly. I'm not sure. But the Grizzlies are on the board here in the second playoff game. Let's have a look at this. There's the shot. Uncle Bud clears it on the backhand. Puck gets to the point. Pooney walks in again. And let's have a close look at this, Simonson. That might have been deflected off of Keith's stick, it looks like. And it went in on a sharp angle shot past Jordy, which is going to put the Grizzlies on the board here to tie up the game in this playoff game, which is very, very playoffy.
Very tight so far as the match goes on. The Terminators have the puck. Simonson throws it back to Brock. Bad bounce off the stanchion where Grizzlies collect it, and then they're trying to start it, but there it is. Back to Pope. He fires one to the net. Slim Tug gets it. And he fires it. Nice save by Sandu.
Yeah, of course, Simonson. How could you forget that guy? I respect the hell out of Sandu. He plays so many games for the Grizzlies, and he makes a hell of a lot of saves. He's one of my favorite Grizzlies, to be honest.
Here we go. The Grizzlies are working it over in the Terminator zone. Uncle Bud tries to get it out, but there's nobody there to get it. And that is the end of the period.
No, it's absolutely not.
Okay.
Something happened here. East Van Mike goes down. Gruel jumps over him, hits the boards. I don't know what happens here next, and we missed it, obviously. We clearly missed it because we've been drinking Bud Heavy's commentating, so we have no idea what happened. But the Grizzlies are right in front of the score, and that's all that matters. The Grizzlies go up 2-1 over the Terminators with that one. And ouch, Simonson. That's all I can say. That one stung. Donnie caught in the crossfire of the Grizzlies celebration. He's not very happy.
No, because you know what? The Terminator's done it too. But look at the
Awkward
bad bounce off of where the Zamboni comes out of, and it goes right on to 94's stick. Jordan was thinking that it was ringing around to Donnie, who was on the boards waiting for the pass if the maintenance of the rink was upcut.
There wasn't enough maintenance in the rink, Simonson. That's what it was. 2-1, the Grizzlies over the Terminators. And what do you do? Here's the Grizzlies. And back in the Terminator zone, number 12 has a shot. Jordan makes a save. Simonson going to collect it behind his own net. Looking for a breakout. Goes for a run. Got Slim Tug on the left. Carries it in the neutral zone. Stops. Don't know why he stopped. Blind backhand pass. Brock handles it with Ezo. Gives it to Slim Tug. Always a risky business. Slim throws it out front. Nobody's home. Just like me on a Friday night. And the Grizzlies turn it right back around the other way. 88 going for the puck. And it's a relay. And I'm going to have a sip of beer. So Simonson, take it away.
Yeah, and it's fired towards the net, and it's bobbling around. The ref blows it dead because the net is knocked off of the moorings that hold it in place.
Oh, you see that? East Van Mike and the Grizzlies player went shot for shot, it looked like, but in the face, not in the shoulder like we used to play when we were kids.
Okay, so I think we're running it back here to look at what actually happened. So, look at, there's East Van Mike, EVM. He feeds a little jab, and Bubble there, he doesn't know what to do about it. He's saying some comments, and I think that gets East Van Mike
he
heated.
threw a headbutt.
He got the headbutt.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, I'm not sure what they're calling it. They call it a match penalty, 5 minutes possibly. I'm not sure. Or if it's a double minor. I'm not sure what the call is.
And he threw another one, too. I mean, there must have been some words exchanged that obviously we can't hear. But yeah, this one you can't argue. I mean, you did the crime, you do the time. It is what it is. And he's going to get kicked out here, Simonson.
Too many penalty minutes in a game. The way it works in our league is you get 6 penalty minutes. You're out of there.
6? That's barely any. They should up that to
is
minimum
3 penalties, Coach.
That's not. They should up it to 10, Simonson. That's just my personal opinion. But nonetheless, my opinion doesn't count. And Donnie gives it to Justice. Justice on the backhand. And I can't believe he didn't score. Feeds it right to Donnie. Donnie right back to Justice. Justice right up front has a shot. Another save by Sandu. Sandu pulling all kinds of saves there. Playing a hell of a game, Simonson.
Yeah, Justice was a pressure in very hard. It was like he had his thumb pushing down.
Big block by Pope. This game moves so fast, you got to be on the ball sometimes with the commentary. And look at this. Pope just lays it all on the line. I think it's a song, Simonson.
Yeah, he puts his body out there just to be abused because he loves the Terminator so much.
Well, did Pope get abused? He might have. He might be used to it. I don't know. That might be offside.
The puck coming offside isn't happening until now because it's left the zone. So they got to tag up, the Grizzlies do. So they step back in, onside, and they go a little dish back on the forehand. Shot to Jordan, makes a nice save down low with the pillow pad that he has.
Pillow pad that he has.
And it's the Sheriff coming weaving in, goes for the beauty. Wind up for the slap shot, fake shot, actual shot.
I love the Archer Celly that he did. And he did fool the cameraman for a sec, too, when he went for the fake shot. I mean, the cameraman is just a piece of trash, but look at that nice move. And look, boom! Beauty.
Excellent. You know what I think threw off the Grizzlies is when he almost stutter-stepped. He almost tripped as he started the whole breakout.
That's what it was.
And I think that got the Grizzlies caught off guard. But then he stepped in, and he gave them that. I'm winding up for a big clapper. I'm going to slow it down. No, I'm going to make a pass. pass. No, I'm actually taking it, and that's what got everyone.
Yeah, he's got a unique shot, Jonesy, and I absolutely love it. I could watch it all day and just jerk off to it, Simonson.
He's a goddamn athlete.
He's a goddamn athlete. It's 2-2 all tied up in this playoff hockey game. 93 spare jersey. Don't know who he is. Does he have enough games to play in the playoff? I don't know. There's Niedermeyer in his own zone having a look. Might be Niedermeyer. Who knows how to pronounce his name? Don't really care because he's a Grizzly. And the Grizzlies in the neutral zone gain the zone of the Terminators. Back, drop, pass, puck loose everywhere. Cameraman can't figure his life out. And that's the end of the period. Going into the third, 2-2 tie game.
Oh my goodness, right back into the action. It's 22 of the Grizzlies, throws it out front, but nobody's there to receive the pass, but it comes back to Pooney, number 6 on the point. He feeds it over to Bubble, number 14, and then back to Pooney, takes a shot well wide, and it comes around, and it's a Grizzly there, but there's a penalty pending on the play, and it's going to be going against the Terminators.
It is, and Simonson, it's not the Bubble anymore, it's the Bedard. It's more respectable. Come on, you know this as a fellow hockey player. I act like I'm a hockey player, but yeah, there's a. Let's have a look at this. Peck dropped. I don't know if he just got a knee on the back of the knee. Something happened. It was out of frame. I was following the play like you've always told me to do, and because I was doing that, I didn't quite get the penalty.
Until Terminators have more filmers and different angles, this is all we're going to get. We can only get one at a time.
I mean, it's a pretty good. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it's pretty good quality film for having one filmer.
Not too bad.
Better than the AHL from what I learned today on Instagram.
We could see Jordan make that save. Here
you could see him in 4K, 60 frames per second.
Woo, that's fast.
That is very fast, but not fast enough. Here we go. Starting the third. Oh my goodness. Roto Nets just takes a high stick to the choppers, acting like a complete bitch on the ice, and we're gonna have to run this back and see what happens.
With the relentlessness of the vicious attack from the commentator.
No, I'm
on top of J-Rod, cheat code, Justice Rodnets.
Oh no,
he is laying on the ice after getting whacked right in the face by a
joking,
twig.
Simonson. Justice is a trooper. That was an actually really bad high stick. I just watched that in slow-mo, and he's the furthest thing from a bitch. I'm the bitch, Simonson. But like we said, if you can't chirp your friends, who the hell can you chirp?
Yeah, no, that's right. And here we go. Terminators turn it up a little bit with the puck possession. You don't see it that often. And there it is. Olsen has it still for the Terminators. Wheels around, doesn't pass like usual. Gets strapped, and it's sent down into the Terminators' end. There's Jordan. He collects it as the Terminators are on a power play, and it's Jason Jones. He starts out from his end, gives it off to Eagle, who continues the flight, and he gives it back to Brock. Fires one towards the net. Sandu sprawls, but he couldn't have it. Donnie back to the point. That's Pope. Back over to Jones. Terminators moving it around well. A cross-ice pass to Olsen, and he kicks the net off of the moorings to ensure the whistle goes and no goal would happen.
He kicked that off, Simonson. I don't know. Is this a replay? I guess not. I thought we were going to show that. Anyways, play goes on. There's Donnie right to Jones, and Sandu makes the save.
Wow, he comes through, and the Terminators are turning it up. Simonson loses the face-off. It's cleared by the Grizzlies. Jordan goes out, gets the puck to stop it because the Terminators still have the power play. Clearly, back to Pope. And nice stick work by Jordan. And look at here. Pope slowing it down, starting to break out, coming out through the neutral zone, gains his own, dumps it in, and he goes after it himself. And then as he goes in, he gets his body in the way. There's Brock to have it. Back to the point. It's Uncle Bud into the shin pads. Down to Brock, who collects it after the catastrophe. Back to Slim Tug, shoots, score!
Oh my goodness, Simonson! The Nighthawk just capitalized that night, flying like a hawk at midnight, and put the Terminators up 3-2. Let's have a look at this. There's Brock. Blind pass makes it Uncle Bud. Shin pads from the Grizzlies. Brock goes in to retrieve it. Feeds it right to Nighthawk. And look at this, Simonson. He doesn't even know what he's doing, but he just lets it go. And that Sandu was screened. It looked like by a bunch of traffic in front of the net. And Nighthawk's going to throw the arms up in celebration of taking the lead in their second playoff game of the 22-23 season.
Oh my goodness. That was fantastic, and that's not who you expect to see taking a shot from the point like that. And that's all it takes is bodies in front of the net, traffic there.
And shots.
Shots. and that's something that Simonson might have to take.
He needs to work on that. Let's hopefully see more shots from Simonson in the future.
But here we go. Donnie just took
man.
a shot off the wrist as we replay this. We're going to take a look here. Hopefully this doesn't affect him in the future. He blocks a shot going towards the net, right off of the wrist. And he's going in pain.
Yeah, he played it off like he wasn't in pain, and you can see right after he instantly felt it. And, I mean, I look like a good one. There's no protection on the wrist. Donnie, being a skinny guy that he is, might have hit a bone. Let's hope that there's nothing serious there.
Hey, if
Simonson.
you got fat wrists, then maybe you're out of shape.
Yeah, well, peck. That's all I have to say about that, Simonson.
He's an excellent golfer.
Yeah, great golfer, fat wrists. Here you go, Calvin.
Better hockey player than you.
Everyone's a better hockey player than me, Simonson. That's not saying much. Calvin feeds it towards the front of the net. Puck goes behind Max Powers, chasing after it. Grizzlies are the ones that come up with it, slow it down a little bit, fire it way up. Nice work by Barrels, and he just seals, but not the kiss from a rose kind, the kind that's on a beach that should be in water. Jonesy in the neutral zone gains his own of the Grizzlies, chips it ahead of number 6, going to retrieve his own puck. Nice moves by Jonesy. It looks like he's a man on a mission right now. Feeds it the maximum volume right back to Justice, and he absolutely scores with the loudest bar down shot that I've ever heard and seen in real life, Simonson.
Woo! There was some heat on that. Franks, you put that on everything.
The
wow.
heat is on.
Let's take a look. Here, this is all Jonesy, who he slows it down and he creates some time for the Terminators. Gives it to Max. Max with a heads-up play. Sees he's got Justice there. Walks it out from below the goal line and tucks it right next to the ear of Sando.
What a goal, Simonson. That was an absolute beauty. There's nothing more to say about that. Just rewind that a few times and watch it over. That's all I can say. And look at the shots, 25-17, and the Terminators are still up.
Here we go. Terminators have the puck again. It's Justice. He's hungry for more. Gives it to Slim Tug.
Oh,
He
big
can't.
save by Sandu.
He couldn't part the legs like he could normally.
Yeah, he normally does. Man or woman, he doesn't discriminate, Simonson. Here's the Grizzlies, 93, blank jersey. Still don't know who he is. Somebody check the roster. Making moves around Simonson with ease. Picking up speed. This guy's got something, Simonson. Breaks into the Grizzly zone. Feeds it out front. Number 22 takes it on the backhand. Feeds it out front of the Terminator zone. But Slim Tug says no and throws it all the way down into the Grizzly zone. But there's going to be no ice in the ref waves it off. Empty net for the Grizzlies. It's do or die, but it's not really because no team has lost yet. So anything could happen. And Calvin the Cat throws it and gets the kitty ball in the back of the net. And he's going to get a treat after that one, Simonson.
Let's take a look at this. It goes off of Kelvin's foot. Simonson clears the zone and regains it, gets the puck. He sees two Grizzlies coming at him. So he just sees Kelvin out of the corner of his eye, out of his peripheral vision, and he gives it to him because he's not that selfish all the time. And he gives it to that guy, and he gets it in the back of the cage.
Back of the cage, back of the litter box where he takes dumps. 5-2 the Grizzlies. What a game, Simonson. And the Grizzlies, I believe, are still out shooting them. But, I mean, they've had a lot of great opportunities. Not to take anything away from either goalie. Both of the goalies have been playing amazing tonight. Sandu and Jordan. I almost forgot his name there because I don't know.
Seen him yesterday.
Yesterday.
Here we are. It's Pooty. He's got it. Number 6, Pooty comes in. Warren with the lazy hook check because we already know time's about to expire. And it looks like the Terminators have won game number 2 out of a double knockout playoff.
That's right, Simonson. They haven't lost yet. They've won 2, and the Grizzlies have now lost 1. I believe that all other teams are knocked out, so they're going to be facing the Grizzlies again coming up. And if the Terminators win that game, they win the championship and go to Kelowna. And if they lose, they'll be playing them again.
Terminators are going to the finals. If they win, it's over. If they lose, we got another day to shine.
Thank you and good night from Planet Ice Delta.